Thank you, Chairman, and thank you for your kind words about our work on the infrastructure bill. You were a terrific leader in that, and much appreciated. Rhode Island is facing really significant supply chain problems. Much of it's in the manufacturing sector. And some of the things that have been more resilient have been protected by pretty old school stuff. So Rhode Island used to be the textile center of the universe. And we still have a vibrant textile industry. And the Berry Amendment requires that certain defense materials be made here in the United States, webbing and various textiles like that. And it's really helped us quite well. So I guess my first point is the solutions don't have to be enormously complicated. You can take a Berry Amendment and do a lot of good with it, and it's really quite easy and straightforward. It has also been a launching pad for innovation. We have something called 401 Tech Bridge, which is a innovative and smart textile design and innovation function that we're working with the Office of Naval Research on. They have a lot of very complex textile needs in the future. And that is supported by the Rhode Island Textile Innovation Network, which is supported by the Rhode Island textile community, which is there because of the Berry Amendment. So as we look at exotic ways to improve supply chain, let's not forget the extremely simple ways to protect supply chain, which work. Dr. Frankel, I just wanted to check in with you on the use of the defense. You've been talking in wonderful ways about our climate responsibilities. The use of the Defense Production Act to defend our solar installation industry and to protect battery materials. Has that been a good idea, and should we do more?
I think it is a good idea. I think we need to, however, use it very selectively. You know, I would not at all advise widespread use, but I think for certain critical technology, and I do think those technologies are critical for us, I would support using it. I just wanted to mention, you know, as you know, we have a government procurement agreement code for the United States, and our regulations do specify in general that selling to the U.S. government, companies that sell must have a certain percent of U.S. content in their product. I think it was increased from 50% to 75% by the administration. I just mentioned that in response to your comment about
the Berry Amendment. Yes, exactly. Mr. Paul, should there be an Office of Supply Chain Resiliency, given that this is a perennial problem? And would national security effects and choke point concerns be two of the telltales that the Office of Supply Chain Resiliency should focus on, look out for?
Yeah, absolutely, Senator Whitehouse. Thank you for the question. There should be such an office, and I know that I appreciate your leadership on that, and I know that there's a version of this in the House bill of the Competes Act as well. I think it's important for a couple of reasons. First of all, the Commerce Department does have expertise in this area and is accustomed to supplier scouting. And second, I think it's very difficult, given the private sector in the United States, to provide that kind of transparency outside of like a trusted actor. And so I think that's important for both early warning signaling and also to flag vulnerabilities. And to also look for market opportunities for firms that are looking to enter into such things as well. They may not know that there's an opportunity in a second or third tier for a small and mid-sized manufacturer. So I think the office would be very, very helpful.
I will close out with one observation, which is that an important part of a lot of companies' supply chains is produce, grain, things that are grown, things that are caught. And what we have right now is a very significant hazard to our agricultural production because of climate change, drought, wildfires, flooding, Cargill has made really dark estimates of how the Midwestern grain belt will be less productive and what that will mean. And that has an inflationary effect, obviously, because it doesn't reduce demand when there's less supply. But it also is a supply chain problem. And it, again, I'll close by just observing that it connects to the comments that Dr. Frankel has made about the need for an energy transition. If we want to ignore the energy transition, good luck with your agricultural supply chain and good luck with inflation.